This is Butter on the Bagel podcast. Alright, check it out. We'll start over.
You better not clap.
Alright, take. This is Butter on the Bagel podcast. I'm Wayne Allen. I'm here with my old friend, my old basketball buddy. Used to ball at Martin back in the day. My boy Tim McHenry, and he's the owner of Ill Sports collectibles company called Sports Cardsino. What's going on, Tim?
Not much, man. I appreciate you bringing me on. I know we talked offline for me to get here, and I appreciate you having confidence in me so we can talk about what I got going on.
Yeah, of course, man. It's all love, and I know what you're doing is kind of cool, especially now, like the holiday season. Finding those ill collectibles, for everybody.
Yeah, it's tough, man, for the kids, yeah.
It's hard to find some different stuff out there. But what got you started into the sports collectibles industry?
Well, like, first and foremost, growing up, my father and my brother, my older brother got me into it. But in terms of business-wise, so, the pandemic hit, I lost my job, and time to pick up the bootstraps and get going. So what ended up happening was the shoe game was hitting so hard on Facebook. So another fellow Tommy, Chris Dias, who actually, he actually rips on the sneaker waffles on Soul Shaker on Facebook. He links me up, so shout out to Chris. He links me up with these guys, Nick, Will, Derek, and Jordan, who are breaking and doing waffles on Facebook. If you don't know what a waffle is, it's a raffle. You just can't say that on Facebook because you can't do it.
Oh, okay.
They'll take it down.
Okay.
So when you hear the word raffle or raz, it's just another word for raffle. So I link up with this group that already had the name the Sports Cardsino. And because I'm so passionate about it, I would say, hey, you guys keep doing your thing, rip the cards, get the cards to the people. Let me promote you. Let me put my passion behind it. And now the five of us are working together on all sorts of avenues, when it comes to actually selling the cards, to me opening my own shop, to I have a physical product I'm working on a prototype on. So I'm really trying to bring a real culture feeling to the sports card world.
That's cool, yeah, because I know I used to collect sports cards a lot when I was growing up. Football cards, basketball cards, baseball cards, all of that stuff. I used to collect them all.
You probably had some stuff that you wish you kept, because I kept all mine, and I can tell you that I guarantee, because we've talked, I guarantee you've had stuff that you wish you had back.
Well, yeah, I was pretty smart. I put most of my valuable stuff away. Like I put all my Jordans away, all my Shaqs away.
Yeah,
all
that's good
that
too.
stuff. I put them in the plastics. But I did get burned one time because this kid told me Phil Plantier was gonna be he was gonna be the next Mickey Mantle. So he made it. So I traded a card for the Phil Plantier card.
Yeah.
And it was a Bo Jackson.
Yeah, no, you definitely.
Bo Jackson for
yeah, bro. The Bo Jacksons, man. You should have kept that. But see, that's why you can deal with people like me at the Cardsino, and we'll always tell you what a real, true value is. So you can even come to ask me questions too.
Yeah, so I feel like a lot of people get burned out there, but you guys, I know you're a good person. So what's up with the West Coast trip that you just had?
Yeah, so once I link with these guys, I'm the type of person. It's the same reason why I'm here with you today is I'm pretty well at taking no for an answer, but I'm also not scared of the word no. So I went to 5 cities originally just to try to get us, to be honest with you, cheaper cards so that we could get better prices to the people ripping. But what ended up happening was I just started reaching out to people like Renee from Storage Wars on A&E. I reached out to the guys that the porn stars use on the History Channel for whenever they need their cards graded. And I simply asked, I said, this is what I'm doing. Would you like to be interviewed? And what ended up happening was Renee and I talked for 3 hours, and now I got about 45 minutes of footage, but now we're actually friendly, and for someone like that, he's a real humble guy, and to us he's famous, but in the card world, he's doing really well, and for me to link up with him, it was a real pleasure to link with someone that I aspire to be like.
Yeah, that's cool.
The game. So
because I know they're huge out there, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
To meet him, and you actually did an interview with him.
Yeah, and
that's gonna be on your YouTube page.
Yeah, it's already down there now. So if you just go to the Sports Cardsino group, or if you just type in Sports Cardsino on YouTube, you'll find me. Or you can go to the Facebook page, the Sports Cardsino, and you can talk to me there, and I can link you with other people if you're into the hobby, or if you're looking for anything for your kids, or even for yourself. Honestly, it's a lot of adults that rip this too. But the one I would say Renee is my coolest thing. But I ended up walking into the building of upper deck during a quarantine, and I had the whole iPad situation where you have to do the COVID test for the heat, and that was just another thing where I didn't take no for an answer. I walked to the door was locked, and I said, you know what, I'm only here on California for 2 more days. Called in, the guy let me in the building, and now I'm friendly with the hobby ambassador for upper deck.
Wow,
and
good for you, man.
Yeah, and just off of asking, you know what I mean, being a nice guy, selling myself more than the cards, and I'm actually in talks now to open up my own card shop and have all these guys support. So
Wow,
things are actually moving really fast, but I'm trying to be patient.
That's
This is real business.
Yeah, it takes a lot of ambition, I guess, and just not giving up and keep on going. So it sounds like you did some good things out there.
Yeah.
With Renee from the show Pawn Stars.
Yeah. So Renee is from Storage Wars, and he's the one. He's the one that, if anyone's ever seen it on YouTube, he's the one that found Kobe Bryant's locker and ended up giving Gigi's jersey back to Vanessa Bryant, his wife. So he's a real humble guy. He found he was on TMZ for finding Kobe's locker. He gave all the personal stuff back that was Gigi's. So rest in peace, Kobe, on that. He's and Gigi. So he's a real good guy, real good businessman too.
So what's your plans moving forward?
So right now I'm in talks, and I won't talk too much about it because it's still in the thing, but I'm in works to open my own card shop. I have a physical product that I'm working on. The prototype is being made right now. I have dreams of a digital product using the blockchain technology, but that's big money to get things like that started. But my overall goal for this is to create the same type of culture that sneakerheads have, or even here at 89.9 or your podcast, is people passionate about the hobby they're in and creating a culture around it. So in my card shop, I have a podcast that I do every Wednesday from our Facebook page just to get the people excited about the new news and the cards.
Yeah, I saw the setup for that. You got the man cave.
Yeah, man, I set that up lovely. Yeah,
so can I get on that show one of these days?
You can. You'll be right there, man. I actually, if you've seen, I put a couch there, so it's enough for having people. So if anyone ever,
I'm a sports fanatic, man. They know.
We could talk cards.
Absolute sports.
We can talk cards all day, and I would. So yeah, I would love to have you on, man. And we, like we talked before, this is all relatable. It's all culture, music, sports. The hobby behind it all is all one culture that I think can be expanded on through me, and I plan on. I don't say this lightly, like I said to you on the phone, I don't care about saying it out loud. I plan on being the biggest name in sports cards without owning my own company like Panini or Upper Deck. But in terms of, I want people to come to me like they go to Renee, like they go to the actual Pawn Stars store in Vegas and ask me questions and let me co-sign it. So that's where I'm headed with this. Is
okay, I can see. I can see the takeover coming.
Yeah, I want to be the one that brings us to.
You're gonna build the culture.
Yeah.
So you're gonna do it like Jay-Z. He's gonna build the culture, and then he's gonna be the biggest name. He's gonna be the biggest name in the sports cards out here. Well, no, but that's cool, man. Because I know you're saying that because you're an ambitious guy. I know you're actually a really humble person.
Yeah.
But you sound real passionate about it. So that's awesome. We look forward to doing more work. I can't wait to see the setup that you got over there.
Yeah, appreciate you, man.
Check out Tim McHenry, Sports Cardsino. Check out his eBay page if you're looking to get any gifts, collectibles for the holidays. Check out his eBay page. Just hit him up on Facebook. He's a real accessible guy, and he's doing a lot of good things in the sports collectibles world, which is pretty cool. Yeah,
appreciate you, man.
Appreciate it, Tim.
Appreciate you out there. I'll get you on my podcast, and I appreciate you guys letting me come down today to talk about this. I know the guys that are watching right now are gonna have a lot of fun. So, but yeah, man, appreciate you guys, everybody here. Thank you.
Yeah, man, it's Butter on Bagel Podcast. What?